Hey, what's happening, my fearless networking friend? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode here at toddfalcone.com. In this continued series, really near the end of the series on prospecting mastery, the thing I want to talk to you today about are some fundamentals when it comes to recruiting on social media. And there's some different rules that they're not written rules, but I think things that we need to abide by so you don't get yourself in trouble when it comes to, prospecting on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok or any of these other platforms that you might be using. So the first thing I would say is this: regardless of what platform that you're on, the best prospects for you in terms of who you're going to actively reach out to. I'm talking about actual prospecting. There's a difference between prospecting and marketing. Marketing might be me doing some kind of curiosity video or post on social media that generates interest about, potential benefit of my product or the business or something like that. And you're putting content, you're pushing information out into the whatever domain that you're on, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And then prospecting is where you're actively seeking, you're reaching out to somebody and inviting them to take a look, or you're asking them a peak interest question. And there's a difference between the two. Both are very important. But when it comes to prospecting on social media, you want to go after what I call the low-hanging fruit. And the lowest hanging fruit on social media are people that you see that are actively engaging in your content. So if you did a post about, maybe you did a before and after weight loss shot, and you have all of these comments, oh, great job, or oh my gosh, what are you doing, or wow, you look so amazing, whatever it is, the comments are going to be probably the lowest hanging of fruit, right? Because they actually took the time to comment. If they shared your post, that is the greatest form of flattery on a post, is if somebody takes your post and they share it to their audience. That's somebody who really liked what you put out there. So my suggestion is, these people that are sharing your post, these are the individuals that obviously know who you are. They took the time to share it to their audience, or they took the time to comment. They know who you are. Maybe you've not had a conversation with them, but they're commenting or they're sharing your information. That would be the lowest hanging of fruit. And then, of course, anybody who's liking, thumbing up, hearting, whatever, your information, these are people that are more or less like they're in your ether. Like you're well aware of who one another is. And for me, that would be the first point of contact in terms of reaching out to people on social media. Now, what's crazy, for example, let's take Facebook as an example. You have, let's say you have 5,000 friends. Well, not all 5,000 of your friends are seeing your stuff. So there's people that are connected to you on Facebook that aren't seeing none of your posts. They're not seeing anything. You're not seeing their stuff. You're not seeing their stuff. It's just the way Facebook works these days. So now, are those valuable people to potentially go after? Yes. But these are people that you're going to have to reach out to in Messenger. And, I think a blind invite, like, hey, you keep your options open at all in terms of what you're doing without any kind of engagement and conversation. That's not my preferred way of doing things personally. I know a lot of people just, cold message 30, 40, 50 people a day. A lot of times they do the same exact message. When they do it, it's copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That gets you banned on Facebook. That gets you put in Facebook jail. I think that's a bad practice. If I have gone through my lowest of hanging fruit, and that's always kind of ever changing, but I feel like I've kind of gone through a lot of the people that are liking or commenting or are sharing my stuff, but now I want to go deeper into my Facebook friends list. I'm going to click on a person's name. First of all, I'll look inside of Messenger and see who's online, and you can see the little green dot next to their name. You can tell that their computer at least is online. I'll click on their name. I'll look at their profile. And if it's somebody that I've never talked to, or it's been a long time since I talked to them, I'll reach out to them on Messenger. Maybe I'll look at their page first and see what's been up with them, see if they've been active on Facebook, see if there's anything I can comment on. Hey, John, I was just on your Facebook page, I saw your trip to Italy. Oh my gosh, it looked absolutely stunning. What part of Italy was that? And I might start a conversation like that. It may not immediately lead to an invite. It's a little bit of a softer approach. I'm not into buttering people up for the sake of then inviting. I personally feel like I don't just prospect anybody. I only prospect people that I'd want to do business with based on some kind of connection. Obviously, you're connected on Facebook, but that doesn't mean you want everybody who's on your Facebook friends list to be on your team. I mean, sometimes we're connected to random people that I don't know if we'd vibe well together. So for me, like in terms of like discussing the fundamentals of recruiting on social media, and I think the main fundamental, you guys, is just making sure that you're paying attention to your feed, that you are, you're communicating with the lowest of hanging fruit, people are liking, commenting, and sharing your stuff, that you, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or anything else for that matter, that you're not just the one posting, but you're actually going through your news feed and taking the time to like or comment or share other people's stuff, and you understand that it's a two-way communication platform. That way, and by the way, even saying, hey, what's up? I loved your post. Like let's say we're not super connected, but I found you on Facebook Messenger. I don't even know if I've seen any of your posts, or I'm way deep down in the Facebook friends list. I look at something, I click on your page, I see this trip to Italy, I send you a private message on Facebook. I'm like, John, what's up? Those pictures from the Amalfi coastline was absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, my wife and I have always wanted to go there. How was it? Now what's going to happen is Facebook, because you guys have had a little back and forth chat in Messenger, it's likely that their future posts and or your future posts are going to show up in each other's feeds, because Facebook is going, wait, I think you guys know each other, and maybe we'll just show each other's stuff to one another because there was a communication inside of Messenger, something you want to realize. So I may just do that and say hello and connect. Again, this is a little bit softer approach than copy paste, blind invites. The thing that's interesting about social media, like for example, you guys all know that I've been teaching the whole art of recruiting professionals, realtors, insurance agents, mortgage professionals, whoever, whatever. And I can pick up the phone and call a realtor and say, is John in? Yeah, this is John Todd Falcone. I'm on your website with Coldwell Banker. Listen, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm expanding my business into Dallas. I got a straight up question for you. Do you at all keep your options open in terms of making money outside of what you're currently doing? And I may get a yes, no, or maybe so, but it's not frowned upon like it is on social media if you're just blasting people. And most certainly, don't ever just cold message somebody with a link. Like, here's a link, and it still happens. I have to say it in this episode because it still happens. I mean, even this week, I've had multiple people who have never communicated, never said anything to me, and all of a sudden, bang, there's a link. I don't respond well to that, and most people don't either. So just some basic tips. Pretty simple. It's going to help you become a better recruiter, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or whatever it might be. So, hey, if you're on my YouTube channel, appreciate you guys. If you're on my podcast, thank you as well. The rest of the details on this episode and all these other episodes on this Prospecting Mastery series, you can find them right here at toddfalcone.com/episode 192. That's this particular episode, TODDFALCONE.com/episode 192. We'll see you next time.